Brace up, Africa, for a thrilling Champions League final. A 0-0 tie would do the trick for the Moroccan king of titles to lift their second Champions League trophy, thanks to a 1-1 tie in Alexandria last week. Wydad Casablanca has stood strong at home, where it has been unbeaten throughout all its matches in the competition this year. Yet the challenge is familiar to Africa's 8 times record holder Ahly. Twice before in 2006 and 2012, the Red Devils were stuck at a home draw. However, they managed to win their away Champions League final.
Mohammed V Stadium is a very tough pitch for any opponent. Moroccan fans are among Africa's top supporting groups. I think there's a 50-50 chance for either team to win the title. But Ahly is a very experienced team. It has played in Radis and in Mohammed V, and it has had positive results. Ahly can cross that barrier.
Unfortunately, Ahly cannot clear its mind from players' injuries. Its key forward Abdallah Said has been finally cleared fit to play. However, the Red Devils go to Casablanca missing their Tunisian back left Ahly Ma'loul. The team captain and defending midfielder Hussam Ashour will still miss out the final as well.
Hussam Ashour has been absent for nearly 2 matches. Coach Hussam Al-Badri has managed to strategize and fill that gap. His absence may have become more recognizable in the first leg against Wydad. Ahly Ma'loul's injury, that is the real problem. He's one of the best players the Devils play with. His absence will have an impact, and Hussein El Sayed will bear the responsibility as his substitute.
Africa's champions will pocket $2.5 million and a ticket to the UAE for the FIFA Club World Cup next month. Either Egypt or Morocco will be celebrating this weekend. In any case, Africa's representative will have to prepare immediately for the World Club journey, as they're going to clash with Latin America's champions, Mexico's Pachuca, in their first match. Adel Mahroui, CGTN, Cairo.
So is the title going to Egypt or Morocco? For more on this, let's now go live to Cairo, where we can speak to Marwan Said, General Manager of Kingfoot.com. Marwan, great to have you joining us once again. It's a balanced match in the second leg. Marwan, let's get straight to the point. Who do you think has the upper edge?
I think obviously after the first result, Wydad came to Egypt and got what they wanted. They defended well, they played for the point, and the master plan of the coach worked. But Al Ahly have a lot to catch up on in the match tonight against Wydad, and I believe that they can do it. They did it twice against the Tunisian teams, Etoile and Esperance, the past 2 rounds, so there's nothing to say that Al Ahly can't. Several players have won this competition already before in history that are currently in the team, and so they have the experience, they have the know-how, they have the qualities to do it. Injuries might affect and absences might affect, but nonetheless Al Ahly believe that they can do it again.
Now, Marwan, we saw the images this week, something to behold, of course, all the Al Ahly fans that locked out a training session. It was quite something to see. What does this do to the team? Is it something that adds pressure or motivation to the side?
I think this has been a familiar sight to many. We've seen this happen over and over. The teams that when they need the results and in times of need to the fans are always there to support their team, to push their team, to show them that they are there after them, whether it's a good or bad result. And it has worked for years and years. It's not the first time that such a number of fans attend. Maybe it was excessive that they had to cancel the team's training session, which was the only negative part about it, but nonetheless it shows that the players, they have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders to make these people happy. There are millions supporting Al Ahly, and they have been waiting after several years of failures in Africa for a 9th Champions League title, and they're finally in touching distance from it. So obviously it's a mix of pressure and support, but it's obviously a very, very good vibe to the players, that they know that their fans are supportive to them and they want to win it for the fans.
Indeed, the passion was on full display for the Red Devils. But on the other side, Marwan, it's been quite a run for Wydad. 2 decades since they last won the title, 6 years since they last featured in the final. What would you say has worked for them in their run this year?
I think Wydad's work has been a process in the making. You know, I mean, they might have won the competition the last 20 years ago, like you said, but if we look at the record, they have lost only 1 match in the previous 25 matches or so at home in Africa, and it was against Ahly under Martin Yol a few years ago back. You know, and last season they managed to reach the semi-finals, but got knocked out by just 1 goal against Zamalek. I mean, Zamalek beat them 4-0. Then they beat Zamalek at home 5-2. So they were very close. But actually, it's a work. It's a process in the making. They got close, and now they showed that the work is complete. The way they played in Cairo showed that they're ready to lift the title actually, and they had also a tough road to the final. I mean, they played the finalists last season and the winners, Mamelodi Sundowns. Then they played USMA Algiers. So it's very balanced. And if they do win it, or Al Ahly win it, both of the teams now deserve the competition, because they played several tough matches, and Wydad has been a work in the making, and it's finally coming to place.
Marwan, always a pleasure having you on Match Point, General Manager of kingfoot.com, Marwan Said, speaking to us live there from Cairo.